Aloha, my name is Christina. Welcome to part 3 of my Pilates for Runners series. Part 1, we did a full body 30-minute workout. Part 2, we focused on a quick warm-up that you can do just before your run. And part 3, we'll focus on a cool down foam roll stretch series. So come on down and let's get started. We're going to start by foam rolling your legs. It's nobody's favorite. It's terrible during, but it feels hopefully better afterwards. Okay, so we're gonna foam roll the bottom thigh. So bottom leg is straight, top leg is bent. We'll do like 20 seconds in each position. If you really wanna go for it, you can stack the legs one on top of the other. So you're rolling to like your hip to just above your knee. As always, don't roll your knee. It's not very helpful. Okay. It's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Okay, you're going to face the floor, 20 seconds. You're going to roll your thighs. So you can either focus on both legs at the same time. Maybe your toes are pointing out, maybe they're pointing down, maybe even they're trying to point in, or you can try to roll one at a time. Leave that up to you, however your body is feeling today. Last one. Again, not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Okay, you're going to roll the other leg. So I'm just going to flip over my little watch on 20 seconds. So if this is way too intense, you can plant the top foot on the floor. If not, try to stack your legs. So you're rolling to just above the knee and up to the hip. If you find like this part is really tight, maybe I'll just kind of sit into it, do baby rolls back and forth. All right, one more. Good, and then you're gonna sit so you can roll. I think I was trying to say foam and roll at the same time. Foam roll your hamstrings. So you're gonna lift the legs up, lift your hips up. Again, not nearly as terrible as the other one. So if you want to, you can kind of stack one leg or cross one ankle over the other, so you're focusing on rolling the bottom bottom hamstring. And then you're gonna switch. Maybe do this just on the floor, on the carpet, versus on a mat, because the mat kind of moves around a lot as you're doing it. All right, let's foam roll your glutes. So you're gonna go ahead, actually, that's a lie. We're gonna foam roll your calves. It's probably the worst for me. So if this is too intense, with your hands down and your hips up, you can do toes in, toes out. You can just leave your butt down and just kind of bend and straighten your legs. I would rather it be tolerable with your butt down and you foam roll versus it being so painful that you completely opt out of it. All right, now let's foam roll your glutes. So hips forward or hips on top. We're gonna lean over to the left. So you can either keep the feet planted onto the floor. I'm rolling my left glute. So if I want, I can cross the ankle over. This kind of gives you different access to your glute. Couple more. And then same thing other side. So you can do foot down or foot crossed. So right on this glute, like the outside of the glute feels the tightest for me today. With the foot down, it's just a little different, similar and different. And then just a couple more rolls. Overlaying on the outside of the hip is where it's really tight. All right, let's do one more thing with the foam roller. So I'm gonna send it forward. We've been working on a child's pose in our Pilates Runners parts 1 and 2. Today we're gonna do it on the foam roller. I really like this one. So hands are reaching out in front of you. You're gonna send your chest down to the floor. So you can do butt down. If you do hips up to the ceiling, it's like a little bit deeper of a stretch. This feels awesome. Okay, one of my other favorite stretches using the foam roller is you're on all fours. So the left arm is going to go underneath. The other videos we did a child's pose with the twist. We're doing a similar thing, but with the foam roller. So I'm pressing the foam roller out to the side. And then if I can, that's too intense, I'm going to leave my right hand exactly where it is so I can really rotate and focus on the twist. And come on up. So the foam roller is on the left side of my body. I'm going to take the right arm underneath and then rotate. Ooh, something just cracked. Yay. My back feels so much better now. Awesome. And then come on up. All right, let's push this guy off to the side. Let's go into our lunge stretches. So we'll work on right foot down, left foot back, but the knee is off the floor. So it's a little more balancey. It's a little different for the front of that left hip. Hips are down, chest is open. All right, bring your hands down to the mat. You're gonna step your left foot in. So your legs are straightish. Your feet are about like a foot-ish apart. And you're trying to get your back as flat as possible. So kind of sticking your butt and your chest out. Bring your feet together. Maybe for this one, kind of forward fold. Step your right foot back. Okay, so your legs are straight. You're kind of sticking your butt and your chest out. Lengthen through the whole back of that left leg. Maybe scoop the abs up a little bit, just so you're not kind of like dumping into your back. Ooh, this is really tight. Okay, step your right foot back, find your lunge. Maybe hands on the thigh, prop yourself all the way up. Ooh, a little bit of balance today. All right, come back down. Last stretch here. Just go ahead and lay down onto your back. Really simple figure 4 stretch. So cross that right ankle over, grab the left thigh and pull in. As you're pulling your thigh towards your chest, you're pushing your right knee away from you. So kind of push it out with your elbow and pull the left thigh towards you with your hands. And relax. Let me face this way. So same thing. So the left ankle is crossing over. I'm reaching through, grabbing the right thigh. Pull the thigh towards me, but push my left knee away. And really flex the feet. Awesome. And then gently come on up. All right, you are all set. Thank you for joining me for part 3 of my Pilates for Runners series. Make sure you do part 1, which is a full body 30-minute workout. You do part 2, which is a warm up just before your run. And part 3, which is what we worked on today, is a cool down foam stretch series after your run. My name is Christina. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Aloha.